So let me get the self-advertisement out of the way. Please consider channel memberships for this channel. I will be putting up content shortly. Please consider supporting the other channels. Probably I forgot to put one of the channels down below, so from now on I will do that. I will go through some of the older videos and put that link there. You can also go to the description. Okay, so that is moi. Well, let's jump to the thing, which is Nora's very odd, nearly 5-hour response to Jenna Miscavige's, I think you can call them fairly hostile post, calling out Nora for being a very destructive, mainly, well, I don't want to say a big word like nihilistic. I guess I'll stick with opportunistic. Yeah, I think opportunistic is more accurate. Although I'm guessing she's fairly nihilistic too. So in her earlier videos, Nora was building up Jenna as a tough, strong woman. She's finally done it. She's broken away from the evil of Aaron Smith Levin. Okay, got it. But now with her post, she's like, Jenna, you've fallen into a spiral. You're blaming Nora. Nora's your friend and ally. Yada, 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 yada. Well, again, I disagree with parts of what Jenna put in the post, but there's no doubt she's stating firmly that, and she put this in her third video, which she took down, but she's like, she was really concerned that some people were misusing the information in her videos. Now, granted, she probably doesn't like my videos either. However, I think I've tried to be fairly accurate with what she said and didn't say. And I would push back on Jenna, especially when she says that, well, these people act like they know me, etc., etc. Yeah, we have to do that. I mean, you were ringing the alarm bell, so some of us were pretty concerned. Imagine that. So, yes, we have to make some speculation because we don't have a full-blown documentary on her last couple of weeks. Imagine that. And that's what this is really about. What do we have in terms of responsibility, in terms of, okay, we have to speculate, but we need to observe a boundary. And to put it mildly, Nora just doesn't respect that. She doesn't care about the boundaries. She's here to get as much false popularity off this issue. And her main agenda is really to attack Aaron. It's not to care about Jenna or other victims. Her main concern is to destroy Aaron and try to gain subscribers from that. And listen, I don't like Aaron. If he goes away tomorrow, I'm not going to shed a tear. However, two things can be true. On the one hand, Aaron is a very destructive force. No doubt about that. However, I don't think Nora's here to replace something destructive with something constructive because her plans are frankly laughable. Now, I only tuned in towards the end in certain spots because I'm busy doing other things, but I will try to listen to the whole thing. So maybe I missed some critical 10 minutes because this idea sounded frankly stupid, where her utopian solution for all this is, get ready, mushrooms. Yes, mushroom. I am not joking with you. She literally proposed mushrooms as the solution, that they'll just make a big business with mushrooms. That'll pay for everything. There we are. Problem solved. How do we stop Scientology and help victims? Mushrooms. And there we are. Aaron apparently did not agree and said, no, we're not going to do that. And there we are. I liked her chat, especially saying, gosh, these aren't just good ideas. They're amazing ideas, Nora. And listen, I'm developing a bit of a fan base, so it's going to happen that your fans are going to repeat what you say and say, yeah, that's a really good idea I just had. But you have to have some critical self-analysis, and just Nora just lacks that in the extreme. Whether she agreed or disagreed with Jenna's arguments, at least you could take them seriously, but she was just trying to explain away everything. Well, this is obviously Aaron. Aaron put his hand in Jenna's body. She's like a reanimated corpse or something. That's what Jenna was addressing, saying, these are my ideas, these are my words. Now, is Aaron influencing her? Probably. But that post did not read to me like literally Aaron just copy-pasted his own words. No, this is written in her style. Now, it's definitely alarming that despite all this, she's still willing to communicate with Aaron. I'd say the best advice for Jenna would be stay away from him at all levels. Do not talk, communicate, text, or be within 50 miles of this person. But that is my advice. And apparently she's trying to find a negotiated position where she and Aaron will somehow still be in the SPT Foundation, although now the foundation's a complete joke. But there we are. And there was definitely one major lie that Jenna had in her post where now she's endorsing the Aftermath Foundation, whereas previously she was vowing, literally promising to destroy it. Okay, that's a pretty big shift from I now support this foundation and the SPTV Foundation. Before it's like, okay, the Aftermath Foundation will be destroyed by Jenna, leaving only the SPTV Foundation. So it would be nice if we could get an explanation for why she shifted her opinion, but she didn't say anything. So, that felt a little off. Now, granted, you can change your opinions, but it just seemed a little strange that before Claire Headley was the devil, which is what Nora thinks, but now apparently Jenna's like, no, Claire running the foundation is fine. Okay, what happened? I would presume the obvious, she spoke to Claire and things have been patched up, but it's like, okay, are you going to announce this? If there's no problem, why don't the SPT Foundation and Aftermath Foundation just do joint projects together and cut down on costs? Don't know. So there is a little bit of deception going on with Jenna trying to put out this very positive message, which you can agree with, but that's not what she was saying previously. So that felt a little weird and off. That said, what is Nora's big alternative? She's going to make fun of Aaron. Okay, I agree. Aaron does a lot of things to make fun of. She's now going to rewrite Jenna's history, which, let's be honest, she was going to do that anyway. Like, just what Jenna has to offer in her own activism doesn't fit the Nora plan. It just doesn't, right? They're just two very different people. So inevitably, Nora would have had to redefine Jenna to fit her in the propaganda. So this is just preemptive, but it would have happened anyway. So we're going to rewrite Jenna as a victim, and Nora will speak for her, even when Jenna says, don't speak for me. But that's just Nora. She will speak for victims, even after the victim has told her very clearly, stop doing that, don't speak for me. She doesn't care. So Nora will speak for the victims. Aaron will be the villain. He is a villain, I agree there. And Nora will be the new superhero, and her solution is mushrooms, and her education plan is we pull an old L. Ron Hubbard book, repeat what L. Ron Hubbard said, and Nora will make fun of it, and there we go. We've solved all the problems. Insult Aaron, gaslight Jenna, reference Hubbard text, propose mushrooms, and begin the cycle all over again. Right, that's the solution. Alrighty, well, you can tell from my tone of voice, I'm not exactly convinced this is going to get us anywhere, but that's been the game plan for at least a month now. And listen, you got to admire the skill. She's gained a lot of new people. She lost a few people, I noticed, by the way. She was at, 14,700. She's lost a few people. She's at 14,600 now. So clearly some people are seeing through the pretty obvious narcissistic abuse. And I'm not talking about Aaron. And let's be very clear. The way Aaron has treated Jenna and a lot of other people is horrific and cannot be justified. However, Nora really isn't that much better of an alternative. Granted, she's not as dangerous, she's not as popular, she's not going to have the same reach or lethality that Aaron has. That's true, she's not as dangerous. But her brand of Kool-Aid is not like this great truth tonic that will cure us of the ills of the lies and misrepresentations of SPTV. It's just a different fantasy world where, again, if that's what you want to live in, that's fine. But I think if we're going to do serious anti-Scientology activism, we're going to have to go just beyond hating Aaron and creating a fictional version of Jenna just to cry over, which, let's be honest, Nora doesn't really care. She never cared in the first place. And proposing mushroom companies? I'm like, really? Really? But we just smile and bask as Nora reads an old L. Ron book and say, well, there you go. She saved and educated us. And her fans are just going wild. Oh my God, Nora, you're the greatest, most beautiful thing of all time. Do it again. I mean, really, you can call this many things, but saying this is the solution to the dilemma of the cult of Scientology is like, you really got to step away and realize, okay, Nora has entertainment value here and there. I don't find her entertaining or funny, frankly, for the most part. But beyond that, yeah, this is not a serious activist with serious proposals. Maybe she will in the future, but for now, she is just clowning around for money and clicks and influence. And that is its own thing, but it's definitely not the serious proposal to stop Scientology that she's making it out to be. Not by far.